Consider my politics growing up to be independent, lean left. I think that's pretty common in New York City. I think it's even more common in college. I know when I was your age, I had a bumper sticker on my car and it said, "Question authority," because I always felt that people in power tended to abuse it, and what could we do to control it? But I made the mistake and thought that was an idea that was really the purview of the left. It's not. So that question authority, I really started to question not only authority, but ideology. And I said, am I really thinking about this right? Well, a police officer, and I had been doing 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. tours, the worst tour. It's terrible, it's just so busy. And I'm standing there, it's about 1:30, tour's about to end. And there's this, he couldn't have been more than 9 or 10 years old. I'd seen this kid before. It's 1:30 in the morning. And I said, what do you want to do when you grow up? Or something of the sort. He had no idea what I was talking about. So I said, what do you want to be? You want to be, an engineer, a scientist, a doctor, what? And he looked at me like I was crazy. So then he said to me, well, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to be AZ when I grow up. I said, AZ? Yes. I thought he said Jay-Z. And I thought, all right, Jay-Z. He said, that's not what I said. He said, I want to be AZ. And I thought, I figured it out. AZ was a local kid. He was this drug dealing thug, maybe had a mixtape out, but he was a rapper too, and I thought, amazing. This kid doesn't only not want to be Jay-Z or a doctor, he wants to be AZ. And you know what I said to myself? This kid's America, it ain't yours. And that was it. I started to question everything. If liberalism is so benevolent, how come every single place where liberalism is fully in charge, there's nothing but economic catastrophe and malevolence?
And I'm more of a Republican thinking person, I've been active in politics. I said, I'm just going to get involved in politics and see where that takes me. So I called the Maryland Republican Party. It was pretty dysfunctional at the time. Couldn't get someone on the phone, couldn't get the answers, didn't know what was going on. It wasn't a good experience, because when you're trying to get involved in a party, it's like being a volunteer, and Dan now has thousands around the state. Could you imagine saying, I want to volunteer for Dan's congressional campaign, and you hear hold music, right? You say, no, I want to give you my labor, my time, my talent. Yeah, I'll get back to you. It's like, what? So at that point, we've got 5 million plus people in the state. We have a primary that I believe in. We have a party that's in shambles. We have a general election coming. We have taxes and fees and all these things. $35 billion a year is a lot of money. We can manage it better, and no one's running for governor. So I said, okay. I guess everybody else took a step back, which meant I took a step forward, and I said, I'm running for governor. In January of 2009, I set out to run for governor. Democrats view the world in terms of scarcity. There's only so much. And if you're successful, she's not going to be. And I think the Republicans can win in Maryland. Ron Paul is 100% pro-life. Most people don't know that. But yet, 25-year-olds will stand in the rain for 4 hours and campaign for him. My point is, that's not the variable that really people should focus on, is abortion. It's freedom. It's opportunity. It's value in human life. It's prosperity. It's opportunity. When you pitch those things, you will win even in Maryland. The problem is, stock market's artificially high, interest rates are low. It's all because of they're just turning the dial on fake money. That's not capitalism. Capitalism is being able to fire your boss, be able to get fired. That's capitalism. And I want that chance every day of the week. Because I believe in me. I believe in you. I've been mentioned. That's what America is. The point is, you need a predictable government so you can go out and make a new company. There's so much opportunity. There really is. But you're being taught to be afraid of your own freedom. You're taught to you're afraid of someone else's freedom. Right? And you're taught that the only way you can get rich is either by taking from someone else or someone else giving you permission. And these are all lies. America is great because Americans are great. And does every policy that Dan supports and I support give you more or less freedom to chart your own course? And if you get more freedom, we support it. If your freedom takes away from other people's, we can't support it.
So what did I learn? I learned that, again, being an outsider may make a great marketing message for a campaign. In my case, it was certainly true. But it's almost impossible to break down those institutionally developed walls within those political party institutions.
I can't afford to go to college. I can't afford my health insurance. I can't afford gasoline. I don't have a job. and everyone's lying to me. That's kind of a great place to be honest, I think, because it reveals character and it gives us a chance to actually sell something different.
The value of an idea in an idea society has grown by an exponent. This is valuable, folks, because of an idea. It's not the plastic, it's not the glass, it's the idea that a camera, an email device, a computer, a Facebook Messenger, and a tweeter, I love Twitter, I'm sorry, follow me, but I do on myself, could all be put in one device. Those were all separate computers before. Why do I say that? Because you have kids in Baltimore City who are no different than anyone in this room, who may have a tinge, a skin shade darker than yours, who are giving the exact same speech that kid gave to me about AZ. And what drives me crazy is liberals who say, oh my God, capitalism, inequality. Why, in the very next sentence, I go, well, why doesn't that Baltimore City parent have a choice where to send the kid to school? No, we can't have that. It's not capitalism. It's government ordering you what to do with your money, ordering what to do with your labor, and ordering parents what to do with their kids' education. That is causing the very poverty they decry against.
The problem is, we are so afraid of our own shadow. You don't pitch as a big vision that you create your own destiny in this country.